Hello everyone, this is Spin, and welcome back to another episode of my A.L.T walkthrough series. And in today's episode, I'm playing through Map 6, Sanctuary. I'm playing on prboom Plus on the ultraviolence difficulty with compatibility levels set to boom. So let's begin. So to start things off, it's a bit of an odd start. We just got through All Nightmare Long from the train, but if you look here, this appears to be the ending from Map 4, Death from Above, which is a strange design choice, but it's something. Just a little neat thing I wanted to point out there. So we're going to ride the elevator up, and we're going to be met with some imps. Which I'm going to go ahead and chainsaw some of these. Don't want to spend too much ammo at the start. And we got some lost souls over here. Oh, there's one more. Show yourself. Over here we have a lone imp that is completely oblivious to our presence. He gets blown up. So we have some armor we can pick up. Might as well go ahead and grab it. Now, normally you would think this switch would lower the elevator, but psych. We get a Hell Knight that reveals himself. Now flip this switch to reveal two chain gunners. And this will reveal this. Once you flip that, get a Mecubus who is guarding the SSG in case you're doing a pistol start. Now let's go into the outside area. We got some enemies waiting for us. Some imps and a chain gunner on the balcony area. Would you look at that? Another Mecubus. Now we got two secrets around this area here. Interact with this hidden door. Walk through it. Get the jump on this Hell Knight. Then we flip this switch to get the Berserk power up. Now that's our first secret. Might as well go ahead and punch out the imp. And our second secret's going to be over here. Interact with this wall to get a backpack. So that's our first two secrets right there. And over here in this alcove we have two revenants. Just two. And some imps. Might as well grab the chain gun, which is over here. So now we need to enter this area. The building filled with switches. You have several of them. Flip the green switch, which will reveal two Barons of Hell. So I'm going to take them out with the SSG. Alright. Come on now. There we go. So now we go in here with the shotgunners, and plus we have a Cacodemon, Lone Caco. Now we need to flip that switch, so we need to go through this doorway, then you head back, flip that switch. And this is going to reveal a whole army of enemies. We got Hell Knights and Revenants. Sometimes I want them to infight, but I'll intervene early. Right now I just gotta get this missile out of the way. Alright, it hit the imp. Do a mixture of the two. Alright. Oh yeah, who's gonna win this one? The Hell Knight wins. Now, here we need to get the red key card for this door. So we're going to go on upstairs. We got some imps in here. I'll use the standard shotgun for this one. And we're going to drop down here. There's the red skull key. I'm going to shoot out these hit scanners. I'm gonna go up here, and we got another one over here. Now we're gonna have to strafe drum. I failed the strafe run, but that doesn't matter. You can interact with that anyway and use it as an elevator. There's mega armor, which we're gonna need. And yeah, more strafe running. Alright. Yeah, this WAD has a lot of strafe running in it, I will say that. And I heard some monster awakened. Alright, this time we got it right this time. Oh, the Mancubus woke up. He's not supposed to notice us this early. I don't know how. Yeah, that usually does not happen. And a chain gun beside him as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that mega armor. Gonna need it anyway. Let me strafe back. Then we're gonna go through here. We got a Revenant down there. This is gonna lead us to our third and final secret. Don't get jumped by the chain gunner, and now we got a Hell Knight. He's gone. Also, you can interact with this to grab an additional chain gun. And here's our third secret, but don't drop down just yet. We have a Cacodemon who is guarding the rocket launcher. So keep that in mind if you're doing a pistol start. And this will reveal a lone Mancubus. So let's take him out and go back to the area from before. And a bunch of these enemies will spawn in. I guess I'll be going back up there to take him out. And then this Revenant's gonna spawn. We're gonna pick him off with a chain gun. Alright, I'm gonna take out those Revenants. So I'm aiming for 100% here. He's gone. You're next. I'll see if I can pick you off with the rockets. I don't just want splash damage. Okay, I was gonna say, I want direct hits. Alright, so I'm gonna casually strafe run. I didn't honestly need to go up there. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the area from before and snag that red skull key. Plus we got some enemies on the bottom around that area too that need to be disposed of. We got 2 Barons and a Hell Knight. I'll also go ahead and put this rocket launcher to use. And Hell Knight gets the ASSG, since he's the weaker variant. Alright, I'll finish you off. Okay. So we're gonna interact with this elevator here. And take out those Mancubi. Come on, don't be hogging it up now. Alright, they've been disposed of. We flip this switch to reveal that elevator that takes you to that chain gunner from before, but I got to him by strafe run. Flip this switch to get access to the red skull key, which we're gonna need to get access to that red door from before. So now we go through here, activate the elevator. Chain gunner waiting for us, and then we're gonna ride it on up. So we flip this switch. We'll be in that area soon enough. And what that did is open up the gate leading into that area. So now let's make our way through. Grab that shotgun ammunition. And just chain gun our way through this narrow hallway, leading up into this big open space. And we got some of these zombie marksmen over here. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. And I think that should be all of them on the cliff sides. Now let's play Punch Out here with the pinkies. Okay. So now we go over here. We gotta get on top of these rocks here. Climb on them. And I'm gonna have my rocket launcher ready because we have a Baron. And I'm gonna keep it ready because you'll see why in a minute here. I'm gonna grab this lone rocket because we have these chain gunners that'll just rise up once you approach the switch. Yeah, they are a threat. But nothing those rocket launchers can't do. And yeah, that switch is your only means of cover, so be quick and be efficient. And blast them all to pieces. Flipping that switch will rise that up here. Now we flip this one, which will reveal these two revenants. And now we have access to the next area. This will lower down this flesh wall. And don't go running out just yet. We have a bunch of these zombie marksmen on both sides of the field. And we have two invulnerability spheres, which I'm going to need for this next area because it's a big ass arena. So I'm going to grab it. And not only that, we got two archviles. So let's take them out. I'll put this thing to use, take out a bunch of enemies all at once. Two Mancubi. And a Arachmatron. And a bunch of Cacodemons. And don't worry, this floor does not damage you, so the blood pools are perfectly safe to walk on. So I'll take out these Cacodemons first because they fly around all the time. See what I mean here? Once they get knocked back, they just go far as possible. And there's a couple of straggler imps that are around here. So I've taken out a good chunk of these enemies. Might as well grab the ammunition because I'm going to need it. And my main goal is to try and thin out some of this excess monster count here. This is a big arena here. To make things a little more simpler on my part. Plus we got an excess amount of rocket ammunition to work with. And I might as well grab that soul sphere. I'm pretty satisfied so far, so what we're going to do next is go through this teleporter. Take us to a completely separate area that is very dark and dreary. Go to the left here. We're going to take this elevator up to flip the first switch in this area. And then that's going to take us to this next room over here. We're going to flip that switch as well. Open the door. We got an army of imps. I'm going to shoot out some of them with the rockets. And then use the SSG plus shotgun to thin them out. Which will lower this door. And we got some Cacodemons waiting for us. Caco's in the dark, and let me use the standard shotgun to even out my ammo counter. Then we teleport back to the big arena area, and that's going to raise this platform to the right. I might as well take out some of the imps while that's raising up. Get them away from the main area. I wonder if... looks like some of them were infighting with the Hell Knights. I'll just take them out with the rockets. And looks like they were weakened by the imp fireballs. I'll go ahead and snipe these two off. Now don't go through the white teleporter. That'll just take you back to the area with the invulnerability sphere, which we don't need at the moment. Instead, platform to this red teleporter and we will be taken into the spiral area here. But be careful, you can only follow onto the Yellowstone pathway. Because if you go outside of it, you'll be teleported back to the start. And this affects the imps too, so... Now that we cleared out this room, we just ride this path through to the spiral. And once we get to the end, we teleport into another area, a very dark area. Be wary of the specters that are very tough to see. Yeah, no night vision goggles in this map. Have to be right up in the specter's face just to kill him. Putting that berserk power up to use, so... We'll be met by a cacodemon. This is one of the tougher levels in here. We have a bunch of cacodemons in a dark room, so your best bet is to use the chain gun so the muzzle flash will light up the room. So use it as your quick fix for a flashlight. And there's a revenant on the other side over there. I'm gonna take him out soon. Right now these cacos need to go. Let's see if I can pick off this revenant from afar. Come on now, stop being stubborn. And he is dead. Now we take the door, we use it as an elevator to get on top here. Now we get my berserk ready, because once we get past here, the pain in the ass elemental makes his first appearance. So yeah, I just usually punch him out since I don't feel like wasting ammo with him. So flip the switch, which will reveal these revenants. Well, that's not nice. So yeah, in this flesh area here, you just get another berserk power up in case you didn't get it from the first secret area of this map. So now I'll take the pathway back up. I'll get over here now. I'm gonna show you something. There's a little non-secret I'm gonna show you real quick. You get over here, all the way past here on this ledge, you get a backpack full of ammunition. That's right, another backpack. Just pointing that out there for you. So let's go through the teleporter. I'm gonna get my fist ready. Start punching out some of these enemies. This is the perfect time to use it in such tight spaces. Yeah, jib them. Okay. So we clear out that area. Now we go through here. Fire your rockets at the Arachnotron. Got some Hell Knights waiting for us. And some imps on top here. I'm gonna focus on these Hell Knights first. We got some rocket launcher ammunition. I'm gonna use the splash damage to thin out some of these imps. Then I'll use the standard shotgun for the rest of them. Flip this switch to get on top. And get the rocket launcher ready. We're gonna need it because... Monster Closet! Alright, thankfully those were not guided missiles. And would you look at that, we got all three of those revenants destroyed at the same time. And that just leaves that Mancubus. Reap our rewards here, and now we'll continue on. And would you look at that, another Archvile has arrived. You have to be careful here. Thank goodness you can't resurrect other Archviles. Okay, thankfully he is dealt with. Gonna take out the rest of these imps here. And this platform is now up, both of them. Now I got to be careful here, because once we approach this, the Spider Mastermind will reveal herself. Okay, and there's a lone imp down here. Now to deal with the Spider Mastermind, you're going to have to spam with rockets, but this is the perfect time to go ahead and grab that second invulnerability sphere. Having trouble saying that word. So let's go through here, back from before, and then we just straight jump across here to grab that second one. And now let's rush our way through and try and take out that Mastermind. It looks like the Mastermind's already taken care of the Mecubus. I see that lone imp just down there. Yep, basically be a rocket turret. Alright, it's wearing off, so we're going to back up a bit over here. Now this is a good spot to snipe off the Mastermind because the minigun can't reach us from this distance. We are 100% safe from here. And just like that, the Mastermind has been defeated. I should also mention too, if you're running very low on health and you need a quick fix, go behind the teleporter and grab this Megasphere. Yeah, very nice. So I'm gonna wrap around this area, make sure I have all my rocket ammo. Alright, grab all that, and then we should be on our way to the ending. And here, guarding the exit, we have 2 Barons of Hell. Alright. Okay. And that, just like that, we are finished. So yes, that is Sanctuary. A very big and tough map from start to finish. You start off pretty slow with a couple of imps and a few cool tricks. And it starts off strange too, like I mentioned at the beginning, with the ending being all nightmare long, and then you get to that room, which is basically a replica of the ending of Death from Above. And then when you get to the main area, which is a small little town area where you have to go to the switch room and grab the access to the next area, where you have to get the red skull key, which requires you to get to that big grassy field. And once you get through all that, you have to get into the big arena. Now the big arena is the main show of this level. You have all those enemies, the imps, the arachnotrons, 2 archviles, which then turns into 3 once you get to the next area. Not the next area, but the part where you go through the dark, and that's a whole thing of itself. Now, this is one thing I like about this level, is that there's always a different, it stays fresh with the different locales. It's like one part you're in a town, then you're in the grassy field, then you're in the blood arena, then you're in a very dark base area, which keeps the variety going and keeps your eyes glued to the screen. Now, of course, once you get through all that, you have to kill the Spider Mastermind, who makes the first appearance so far in this WOD, who is really no threat, especially once you get to that point and you take use of the invulnerability spheres, like I did. And then you have that one spot where you can just snipe him off with the rocket launcher, and the chain gun will not be able to reach you. So yeah, you can just pretty much kill her with no problems. So yes, it's a very big, very expensive, and very tough level, I would say. I also like to mention I enjoy the Fat Boy Slim MIDI in the background, but you don't get to hear that often. But yeah, that is Sanctuary, a very big level. Very fun. I enjoyed this one very much. So yeah, that's it. That'll be all for this video. Thank you all for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Oh yeah, forgot to mention there's an intermission screen after this one. I survived the explosion of the falling transport. The last thing I saw was a silhouette of a dying man through those doors. Very worrisome. The pieces of the plane fell all over some city, neighborhoods, partially turning them into ruins. As far as I can tell, these monsters have lived here for ages. I need to find a way out of here. So yeah, that truly wraps up this episode, so now we're done.